Today it's Thursday, October 9th, 2025. I click the reset button, reset and then restart. I open the engine again, alright? I went and I wash it to remove the sealant, to remove the assembly grease, the oil and so on, to be nice and clean both halves. I remove also the studs, as you can see, from everywhere. It's not amazing. And obviously I remove also the oil pump. The oil pump, I prepared it before, I had to open it again. I open it again and I make this mark here. You see, I grab it on the milling, I machine this area, and then I mount by again and I torque it down. Alright? Now, I marked it before. What was my problem? My problem was, let me show you. Let me show you what was my problem. I can show you here. This, if you go to the 997 in pieces part 4.4 and you go to 1 minute and 9 seconds on the video, you see this housing, all right? This, what you see here, it's corresponding to this one, all right? And as you can see here, there is nothing. Nobody touched. Obviously, now I machine it. I didn't machine it that time. All right. You see here how thin it is. Here it's 1.3 millimeters, 1.4, 1.3 millimeters. Here it has more thickness. Here it's 4.3, I think, if I remember right. I get a measurement. I was thinking that it was touching somewhere here, and I remember that it was very thin. I was not remember that now that I'm watching the video, that I see it here. Yeah, I can see that it's here and it's not here, obviously, clearly. So I said, okay, I don't want to make it with a file. I don't want to make it with a Dremel. I want to make one clean cut like this, like what you see right now. It looks nice, you know. It's not, I mean, even if it was mine, I'm gonna make one nice clean cut. I'm not gonna file it or do it with a Dremel. Now, that's the first step. Second step is, I wanna see if it has a contact, how much clearance I create by doing that. I have removed 2 millimeters, okay, in total, from this corner till down. It's 2 millimeters, all right. And I want to see also here, and I want to see also here, just in case. 1, 2, 3 spots to see that I don't have any contact. Because imagine, let us say, start closing everything back, and then we have a problem here. Obviously, I'm not gonna touch the connecting rods. I don't want to touch the connecting rods. I don't want to, I mean, think about it. Here are the threads, all right? If I remove material, I'm gonna make it weak. I don't want to do that, honestly. What makes sense, since here it's 1.3 and here there was 4.3, if I remember right, let's deal with that, right? Why not? Let's put it together without sealant, just assembly grease, assembly lube, and see that again. I'm gonna put the pistons inside, not all of them, some of them, that I wanna see the clearance, like I said. What I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna put a piston ring. I'm gonna just put lubrication inside of the cylinder to don't have any scratches, any scoring. You're not gonna have, come on, you're gonna be full of oil. And then see how much clearance I create by doing that. I hope to be enough. It's supposed to be enough. Why I'm saying that it's supposed to be enough? The OEM connecting rod down over here, it's at 82 millimeters. All right. And you know what's that on me? I did that before. And I said, yeah, oh, come on, it's okay. It's very near, right? And this is 86, 4 millimeters. All right. 4 millimeters, that means 2 millimeters per side. It's gonna be a tight fit, maybe. Let's see. We're gonna find out. Dang it. By the way, I asked, and it's supposed to be drop in. And from what they told me is that with this connecting rod, they don't have to make a clearance on the oil pump. but with different brand connecting rods, they had the problem and they have to make a clearance on the oil pump, but not with this. Now, I don't know why, why me, I don't have a clearance, to be honest. Might be me. Let's find out. Now, somebody mentioned in a comment that maybe you need to align the oil pump. I think a friend, he mentioned that. He has a point on that. The thing is, I cannot manipulate here the oil pump. I'll explain why. It's not actually, it doesn't have, it might have, I don't know, 1 millimeter over all in all. Not even. It's not playing like, it's playing like this, all right? It's barely moving. There is one thing. You have this and you have this. This gear with this shaft and this connection piece, you're gonna determine where it's gonna be the pump, not me. It has to be neutral. It doesn't have to be pushed this way. Now I'm making it up actually, all right? And it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be down. It doesn't have to be up. It has to be center to this bore when you close the two halves, all right? To don't have side forces, to don't have a scream, to don't have a wear, and so on. Now, what I have done, I have put the 3 studs, the corresponding studs for the oil pump, all right? And without the seal down over there, no need for the test. Why I'm doing these things with one hand? Why? Because I make a video with the other hand. Yeah, all right. So, that's the plan now. I need to check 2 cylinders from this side and 1 cylinder from this side that I didn't install it yesterday. This is supposed to be, if I remember right, it's the passenger side. Dang it, I'm always mixing it up with a Porsche. That's why I'm opening the computer and yeah. This is the transmission, this is the front. This is down, no, this is the passenger side. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is the passenger side, this is the driver side from here up, that's closing. So I need to install 2 pistons from the driver side and 1 piston from the passenger side. Right? That's how this looks like. Front, I don't think we're gonna touch anywhere. We're gonna have plenty of clearance. But you know what? Yeah, I might check all of them. Better safe than sorry. Okay, let's continue. Let's move on. I wish to do that earlier, right? I'm not blaming by any means the connecting rods. I'm just blaming me because I was thinking, you see, when you say, yeah, I was thinking it was drop-in, yeah, don't think, double check it. I'm saying that all the time, and here I am doing the job again, right? Yeah, lovely. Enough talking, let me continue. I have already checked this connecting rod, just right now I'm here and put the nearest spot from the connecting rod to the oil pump, it's 0.95 millimeters. All right, here it's 0.95. 1 second, dang it, I make it full of assembly loop. Yeah. Here it's the Grand Canyon, there is plenty of space. I haven't even get a measurement of that because once again it has plenty of clearance. Dang it. Let's see this one now. And this one here, it's at 9/10 of millimeter. Might grab it again, not I might, I'm gonna grab it again and I'm gonna remove 0.5 millimeter from the corner, just this way, because I make it with, at this angle, I'm gonna make it a bit more straight and to break a little bit the corner, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Alright. And here front, even if I put the shaft in place, it has much more clearance. Yeah, obviously I'm not gonna touch here. If it was touching here, we're gonna touch completely to the oil pump. Alright. Alright, let me take it out and break it with the corner. 0.15 millimeter. Alright, I broke this corner. The more thinnest part, it's here. Alright, and you see from where I remove material. And I still have more thickness than this area here. This is from the factory. Alright, and this is not from me. I didn't even touch it there. I touch it here and here at these points. Let's put some assembly oil and put back together. And check that again. Like that, I have 1 millimeter clearance. Finally. Alright? Let me try to put a light underneath, because now from up. Alright. Yeah, if it's out of focus. Looks good to me. I don't want to remove more materials from there. I don't want to open a hole to the pump. Alright, now. Next step. Removing everything out. Alright. Grab the crankshaft on the lathe once again. Center it to torque down the connector that I removed yesterday. Lovely. I have to clean the choke on the lathe. Yeah, alright, fine. Then dress it with the studs and start doing it again. And then we're gonna continue the video on the last, when I'm gonna mount the 3 cylinders, then I'm gonna continue the video. Alright, makes sense. That's it. That's what I did. Alright, I cannot manipulate the pump, like I said, there is not an option. It's, you put the connector here, this aligned properly, and then graduate, you torque it down without forcing it left or right. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Anything else? No, nothing else. Like I said, on this shaft here, it has plenty of clearance. It's impossible. Here we have plenty of clearance. Here we are okay at 1 millimeter, if I remember right, 0.95 to 1 millimeter. Here we're at 0.95 to 1 millimeter as well. Not more than a millimeter, not less than 0.95. That's how I'm calling it. Fine, fine. Alright, let's see. Will I gonna regret it closing it again? And I have to open it again? We're gonna find out. I remove the crankshaft and the oil pump. Alright. You see, this is what's happening when I'm breaking my rules, you know? And I have said that before. It doesn't matter if somebody says to you it's a drop-in, double check it to have peace of mind. So I broke my rule, I did that, and I'm gonna spend another 2 days for no reason. Now, like I said earlier, getting the crankshaft, go to mount the connecting rod, assembly grease, I need also the stretch gauge and the torque wrench for the bolts. Alright? One thing is this one. I'm gonna prepare also the lathe to be nice and clean. Second thing, I will gonna dress it with the studs, and I'm not gonna do it today. I'm not gonna move on today because it's gonna be late. It's afternoon now, and I would like to continue to start it tomorrow morning. with a clean mind. All right, and that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, until I clean the lathe, put the connecting rod on, and dress it with the studs, it's gonna be the time to go home. All right. I don't want to do that at the end of the day. Tomorrow I'm gonna be ready the cranks of the connecting rods, ready the block with the studs, because I have to pass also these 4 studs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have to put also the other O-ring, has 4 O-rings here that are bigger. Then I can continue with a clear mind. That's my point, to don't have any headache. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you very much. It was that easy by just removing a little bit of material from here. I didn't touch this area here, like I said, that's much more skinnier. You're not gonna have any problem here. And it looks like original. I mean, when I saw this to the guys outside, they was thinking that I touched it here. I said, I never touched it here, that's not mine. Or let us say, you see, it looks like here and some other spots, I make this one. They didn't understand that this was from me. Alright. That's it. That's all in all. Thank you. Over and out.